you let go into you, and you choose what you don't let come in. It is your duty to take charge of your mind, to watch what we accept and what we reject. It is not all thoughts that comes into your mind you receive. There are thoughts you should receive and there are thoughts you should reject. Hear the word of God that we just read, verse 33 of the book of Numbers, chapter number 13. He said, we saw the men. They were like giants. They are in fact giants. He said, but in our own eyes, we were like grasshopper before them. Not in their own eyes. We saw them, but in our own eyes. That means in their own mind. They have been, degraded mentally. They mentally degraded themselves already. They said, in our eyes, we were like grasshopper before them. And so we were in their own eyes. Who told them that so they were in their own eyes? These are the kind of places, conditions, and points, spots in life that somebody might be thinking, this is what this person is saying against me, and the person is saying nothing against you. And the person don't even know you, you're not even the person's record. You are not even the person's mind, you are not even the person's list. And the person is not even thinking anything about you. They say, I know what they are thinking. I know what they are saying. I know why she did it, why she did that, why she moved it from the right and put it on the left, why she left the back seat and started sitting on the front seat. I know why, I know why, I know why, I know why. They said, so it was in their eyes. We were like grasshoppers in their own eyes. Who told them that they were like grasshoppers in their own eyes? They had an issue with the thoughts that came into their mind. Thoughts have been bombarded into their mind to control them negatively, and they succumbed to their thoughts. They gave in, they yielded to their thoughts. They accepted their thoughts, they believed their thoughts, and they came back with such an information based on their mentality. Let me declare this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I submit to you that the battles of life, if you must win, you must first win in the mind. And you hear what I'm saying? If you must win in the fight of life, you must first win. You must first fight it mentally and win mentally before you can see a physical winning on this entry. And that's why Apostle Paul says something in the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. He said, I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do. I have not done it before. I have not been there before. But I know when I get there, I'll be able to fix it. If I want to be a doctor, I can be a doctor. If I want to be a scientist, I can be a scientist. If I want to be a teacher, I can be a teacher. If I want to run a ministry, when I get there, I can run a ministry. He has not been there, but he said, I can do all things. Whatever is needed, whatever is required of me to do, I am able. You see, there is a mentality that the children of God should have, because the Bible already made us to understand that with Christ all things are possible. There might be some things that are impossible with men, but not with God. It is not working with men, not with God. When you hook up and you partner with God, and the greater God takes his residence in you, then you become a superman. Then you'll be able to do more than the ordinary. Then you'll be able to do more than an ordinary man, because you are no longer an ordinary man. There is a mentality that the children of God must have. Let me say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. How you see you depends on how you take you. How you talk about you depends on how you see you. How you think of you and what you think of you. How you move and how you walk. The kind of friends that you keep. The kind of things that you do. The kind of things you get involved in. Depends on your thinking. You don't act before you think. You think before you act. Your actions are products of your thoughts. Help me, Lord. Your actions, your dealings, your activities, your events are products of your thoughts. A thief, I told you something 2 weeks ago. I said sin does not start from an event. It started in the mind. You alone woke up at night and you marked up the plan that you were going to a certain house before you left. So already in the mind it has taken place. So now, I want you to realize that the major problem of a man, or in a man's life, is not the things around you, it's not the things going on around you everywhere, but the things going on in the inside of you. Not the things people are saying, not the things people are doing, but what is going on in the inside of you. How do you see yourself? How you see yourself is what matters. People see me like this, they see me like that. They talk about me like, but that's their business. But that's not how I see myself. I'm a champion. I don't fail in any battle. I cannot lose any fight to the enemy. And that is why all the time that God showed up to great men in the Old Testament, God will lift their mentality up. Like when he showed up to Gideon, Gideon was busy telling God that his family was the weakest, that his family was the poorest. How can he become a deliverer? And God looked at him and said, the angel looked at him and said, thou mighty man of valor, there is might in you, and I see valor in you. How? Why? Because God was trying to lift him up from a weak and loose mental degradation state to a state of a winner. Then he went and looked at Goliath and said, I was able to take care of the bear, take care of the lion. I will whip Goliath before the face of his people, God. And he went ahead and he whipped Goliath. The fight was first done in his mind. He first thought of it that he was going to win before he went ahead and contested with Goliath. And he came back victoriously. Let me tell you this child of God, if you will run from the enemy or you will stand to fight the challenges of life, it will depend on what you're thinking of. If you think you're too small, you are not able, you don't have what it takes. Certainly when the enemy shows up, you're going to check out. But if you know that I am more than conqueror, when the wind comes, you will still stand. When the enemy comes, you will stand. When the rise up against you, you will rise up against them. Because you know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Somebody shout hallelujah. So prepare your mind for victory. Because I see victories. I can hear testimonies. I want you to prepare your mind for what God has already prepared. I want you to stay in a state of receiving. There is a state of receiving. And if you are not in that place of receiving, you might likely miss the blessings. Now, hear this. The devil has fooled us long enough. There is a constant battle against the mind of every human being on this earth. It doesn't matter how you dress. It doesn't matter how many karat gold you put on. It doesn't matter the kind of Gucci bag and Gucci shoe you are on. It doesn't matter the kind of Syrian perfume you are wearing. There is a constant battle going on over the mind and in the mind of people. Can I do it? What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What about the shame? What will people say? What if they hear? What will I do? How can I handle it? Is it the will of God? Is she the will of God? Is it the will of God? Is it the right business? There is a battle in the mind. There is a fight in the mind. That is why we must not take the thoughts that come to our minds for granted. And that is why the Bible says in the book of Ephesians chapter number 4 verse 23. It said, be ye renewed in the spirit of your mind. And that is why you must come to church to hear the word of God. Because when the word of God hits your mind, every fear checks out. Every failure, thought of failure, thought of opportunity there checks out. When the word of God is revealed, it takes you from glory to glory, from strength to strength. And that is why you must hear the word of God. Apostle Paul said, I commit you to the word of God, which is able to build you up and give you an inheritance among the saints. And the devil knows that if you can come to church on Sunday morning, you will be bold, you will be strong, and you will be able, ready to deal with the attacks that is confronting you. I need you to understand that these are some of the things that Christians go through. People are not able to preach Christ in their offices. People are not able to preach Christ in the marketplaces. People are not able to preach Christ to their roommates. Their palazzo say, they have not looked down on you. People are thinking they will look down on me. You see what I'm saying? So it's a fight in the mind. At the end